Sirius, the brightest star in the night sky, will slowly climb up the southeastern sky hour after hour, and at midnight will reach its highest point, almost on the meridian.
Think of it. The brightest star visible from our planet reaches its highest point above the horizon at midnight every New Year's Eve.
Let's take a look at the hieroglyph of Sirius. The triangle, the dome, and the pentagram. Remember, the 1, 2, 4, 8, 7, 5 energy gives you the energetic center of our crater. The pentagram is the shortcut. So I think the pentagram is a reference to the energetic center of our crater. One of my viewers saw Anubis in the brain. Strange, a few hours after publishing my video, I had seen the same, but in another brain. Is this the reason Sirius is called the dog star? One of my viewers commented, I recently had a cataract removed and was literally blind in my right eye for about 2 years until the surgery. Now that I have both eyes again, my balance is off, reminding me of how Odin sacrificed his right eye for wisdom. So what did I learn, Mr. Oculus? I don't know, but when I go outside, the crows follow me around, making a racket.
Silence! 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 I said silence!
These Moon Masters, silence!
Yeah, shut up!
Silence! Silence!
You're crazy. You're crazy.
Let's take a look at the alien abduction and the flying saucer stories.
Well, first beginning, we were watching television and...
Well, as I say, it started first with a very decided tingling all over my body. This tingling finally extended to the mind area, and there was a clarification of mind such as it's hard to believe. I seem to become one with the entire universe.
I know I saw it, but, I mean, I know myself I saw it, but I believe I saw it, but I can't fathom it because it seems so unreal.
Where were you then? What time of day or night was it?
It was 2 o'clock in the morning and approximately a full moon, which is like daylight on the desert. And I asked him what he wanted, and he said, my name is Solgonda, and I would be pleased to show you our craft.
Solgonda?
Solgonda.
Was the craft visible to you at this time?
It was when he stated this, I saw beyond him the ship, which I hadn't seen before.
What did you see?
A bell-shaped type of anti-gravity ship that they operate as a scout ship out of their big carriers.
Well, it struck me that the first alien encounters were always with saucer-shaped spaceships. What could be the reason? It might have something to do with the development of television. Television started off with a mechanical device. It was a disc with holes in a spiral shape, the Nipkow disc. At a certain speed, images became visible. Thanks, Bill. And it seems to me that 33 is an important number, probably the code to get inside of our brain. The Nipkow disk almost has the same shape of our crater, put over the continents with the 33 segments, it's almost like the flying saucers have the shape of our crater. And at the same time, our brain, of course. Is it a coincidence that all the information is put on a spinning disk? Probably not. Let's take a Nipkow disk. Take a record. If you put certain sounds at certain places on your record in reverse, would you manifest drink Coca-Cola in your brain?
In 1923, an American of Russian extraction, Vladimir Zworykin, used Brown's invention to develop the iconoscope camera tube, a forerunner of the modern television camera. With it, Zworykin achieved the breakthrough to modern, fully electronic television technology. 12 months later, he obtained a patent for a tube for image reproduction. In the picture tube, electromagnets guide a beam of electrons over a screen horizontally and vertically. Lots of individual spots of light appear on the phosphor-coated screen. The brightness of each spot of light depends on the strength of the electron beam. The original picture is formed from the spots line by line.
When I saw this moving line on a screen, I automatically had to think about the lunar wave. Remember, I made a video about how I thought the pyramids were responsible for the image of moon and sun. Let's compare the electrical windings of CERN with an electron gun on an old television. The predecessor of CERN was the cyclotron. The first one was made in 1934. Remember, Hitler came in power in 1933. Notice the resemblance with the Nipkow disk. Maybe a side effect of the Nipkow disk was contact with aliens. Another question would be, could you project an image on the brain firmament and maybe use the pineal gland as electron gun? Imagine the power you would have. That would give the lowest form of life a godly status. So what happened to the old firmament? Let's say you want to shoot some rockets in space, but the old firmament is preventing you from doing that. Well, first you create a war and you destroy the old firmament with some nuclear devices. Then you replace the old firmament with a new one, and klaar is Kees.
Small fraction of an inch, maybe an eighth of an inch, but I can see the footprints of my boots and the treads and the fine sandy particles.
But Houston, we have a problem. We need a screen to project on.
Now, you talked about a crater on the moon. Now, I thought all the moon stuff had been debunked and that nobody ever really knows what goes on the moon.